Here we go. Here's Stinky Popo.
All right.
How's Perth?
Hey guys, we're in Perth right now. My girlfriend is recording me, and get that.
The
Look
nice
at that little
bird.
It's black and white. And yeah, capture around here, show the city.
It's a nice park over there.
Yeah. Okay, so story time. Story time. Again, I'm traveling the world with my girlfriend, and it's been about almost a year we've been on the road.
No, it's since the
You're not
14th
blocking the
of...
microphone, right?
No,
Okay.
I hope not. Since the 14th of December.
14th of December. So this December is going to be 1 year. And part of my experience, I ended up spending time, some quality spiritual moments in a Malaysian jail for 7 days. And this is my story. Again, one more time. I really want to emphasize this. I love Malaysia. We love Malaysia. Malaysian people are wonderful people.
Perfect food.
Perfect food, great people, respect right and left, whatever that means. And but eventually, unfortunately, it has a very corrupt police system. I don't know much about the government, I didn't really, when we were there, the government changed. But apparently, we talked to someone about this, and apparently the police force works independent from the government. So in my case, I didn't have my passport on me. So that was the excuse, that was the reason the police locked me up. So in Malaysia, when you do something that could be slightly considered illegal, the police can completely lock you up for 14 days. At the end of 14 days, you go to court, and then again, the judge asks you questions, apparently. Normally, when you get arrested, your rights are supposed to be read to you. Then you're supposed to be given certain documents. That's how you basically process it legally. I mean, this is how it works in the US. I'm pretty familiar with the legal system because I'm an entrepreneur. I had to study law, business law, and just for my company, procedures, etc., etc. So anyway, back to the original story. I was locked up. And again, I was like, okay, what's going on in here? The place, I'm going to share a picture in my video what it looks like, the place that we stayed. So first of all, the place that I stayed was it was a plank wood. Basically, you sleep on plank wood with pretty much like 10 to 11 people, 11 men. Most of them they're from Bangladesh, India, or local Malaysians mostly. They're all decent people, except for a few crackheads. I mean, yeah, it was pretty annoying. But again, you're never gonna feel unsafe in there. I think people are very supportive to one another. People share things with each other. It's not like an Los Angeles County Jail type of like gang environment. It's pretty safe. But the problem is, again, it's literally an animal cage. Again, you sleep on plank wood. There's no soap. There's no toothbrush. You're given a 2-piece clothing that says police lockup on it. That's it. And again, for 14 days you're locked in there. No hygiene, nothing. The shower area is literally covered in mold, completely black. It's a health hazard. It's like a nuclear waste. Everything is wet. The only way to tell the time is the fans. Basically, there's a fluorescent light on top of you. It's on basically day and night, so you can never know what time it is. You can't tell what time it is. The only way to tell the time, we figured out while we were inside, is that the fans, like they have these big fans in front of the windows, they go off every 2 hours. So 1 p.m., let me try to remember exactly, 1 a.m. it goes on, 3 a.m. off, 5 a.m. it
goes on,
off, on, off, 2 hours, every 2 hours. So that is the way we were able to tell what time it is. And again, they served food, a few slices of bread and some tea. So you just take, the bread, just dip it into tea, eat it. That's morning. And again, a lot of rice. Every meal, rice, chicken necks, the parts that I've never seen before in chicken. Literally anything that's unwanted. Pretty much whatever they put in your McNuggets, you know, to make the nuggets, the raw version of it. They just give you the ingredients to make chicken nuggets, basically, with your rice. It comes in a pyramid wrap. You open it up, and again, you gotta eat it the Malaysian way. You gotta use your hands. You gotta use your hands, no forks, nothing. And you mix it up, and then you eat it the Indian way, the Malaysian way, which I like. I didn't have any problem with that, really. But it was disgusting. For the first few days, I think the rice was horrendous. And then it got better for some reason. I don't know. Maybe they changed the water they use to cook them. What else? Nothing. No rights. You have no phone calls. No, you do. You do. If you pay them 500 ringgits, which is $100. No, 500 ringgits. $120. Yeah, 120 bucks. You give them 120 US dollars, you get 30 seconds. You can get anything as long as you bribe the police officers. Anything. Bribery, corruption, top of the line. Everybody does. Everybody does. All the police forces. It's pretty much like a norm. Like you join the police force, that's it. This is one of the ways you make money, basically. Funny story. So you pay the guards to get some cigarettes inside. You know, I don't smoke cigarettes. But a lot of the people in there smoked. So this one time, this one Indian guy, he was a wealthy guy. You know, he paid his way out. By the way, you know, he bribed the sergeant, and then he was out in a couple of days. And he paid $350 for 5 rotis. And again, a roti is usually
160.
like 1.60 ringgits, right?
Yeah.
1.6 ringgits. And
like 10
he paid
cents
350 ringgits, you know, 2 packs of cigarettes and some tobacco. And then this is funny. So they got all these goods, right? So they're hiding their cigarettes. You know, they take these rubber bands and they wrap it around their neck, their legs. That's how they basically hide it from the guards. Later that night, 2 guards just rushed up. And then they started banging. Everybody get out right now. Apparently the guard, that was bribed to bring them in, told the other guard that he did, because we had a lot of supply. And then I thought, okay, this is a legit checkup. I thought, okay, these guys are, they really don't want, people smoking. Everybody out. So we just go out, and I'm going out. And then we're all lined up. So we're getting searched. And then they searched one guy, the other guy. My turn. He's like, skip me. And then he said, I know you're good. Search the other guys. I'm the only, foreign, person. Search everybody. And then, okay, they caught the cigarettes and then they took them. And they were like, okay, go back in right now. And then he just gave me a tap on the shoulder. Like, you're good. Oh, I guess. We all go back in. And then I asked this guy from Bangladesh, really nice guy. I was like, okay, so are you guys going to be charged for this? Is there going to be extra charges on top of this? He said, nah, they just took him. And I was like, oh, wow, all right, fine. Next day, they're smoking openly. The same guard who did the inspections took everybody's cigarettes, was walking by, seeing people smoking, not saying anything, walking back. And I said, hey, this is the same guy who just searched us last time. What's going on? Why is he not saying anything right now? And he says to me, oh, that's because, he did the search because we didn't buy from him. And I was like, seriously? They actually did the inspection, searched us, because we didn't buy the cigarettes from him. He was upset about that. He came, searched, took all the cigarettes, and then the next day, they bought the cigarettes from him. So he didn't say anything. It was like, it's all good. So we only had some, they had some tobacco. So I'm thinking, all right, how are you guys gonna smoke this? Because you don't have papers, right? And then what they did was they would take the rice paper, the paper that wrapped the rice around, take that out. So when you open the paper, it's plastic, okay? So you eat your rice and your chicken, whatever the nasty stuff they give you, with your hands, all right? So they would take this, wash it off, peel the plastic part off of it, roll it up, smoke it. Literally smoking tobacco using just regular paper, basically. I mean, I don't think that's very pleasant, you know, just for the nicotine. I mean, they were doing this really, but it's pretty tough. So this another time, this old man comes and 70-year-old guys are coming in. They're addicted to meth. I think they call it ice. I had never seen somebody smoke meth in front of me before. Like ice. Never seen anybody smoke before. So this guy casually just takes something out of his pocket. It's like an aluminum foil of some sort. Starts smoking. Turns to us, says, "Shh." Continues smoking. So this guy literally smoked crack in front of me. And then some other kids, a couple days later, they also smoked crack. And then this
Crack
story.
is something different.
Not crack, actually. Meth, ice, yeah.
Meth.
And then the next day, this kid told me these people who were smoking meth, they actually smoked in front of the police, where they were held. Like when you are first accepted into jail, there's a common area. They keep you in there, and then they put you in your cells or whatever you call it. And then they got beat up by the police, literally on spot. The police just beat the crap out of them.
It's so funny.
And then he was telling me, this is what he told me. He said, "Oh, this is the only kid, by the way, that I was able to speak, because he was the only person who spoke just a little bit of English in there." And because in Kuala Lumpur, a lot of people speak English. The Chinese, the Indians speak fluently, but the Malays don't really speak a lot of English. So this is how he told me. He was like, "Oh, they smoked in front of police." I was like, "Oh, no way, really?" "Yeah, the police killed them." I'm like, "What?" "Yeah, the police killed them." Killed. And then it turns out he's trying to say that the police beat him up. So, but he just kept saying, "Kill them, kill them, kill them." I was like, don't say kill. Nobody's killing anybody. Just beating him up. Just give him a little bit of spank. Anyway, so bottom line is, how many minutes are we in, by the way?
12.
12 minutes. Oh, it's going to be a long
12
video.
and a
Okay.
half.
So bottom line is this: if you get locked up in a Malaysian jail, the only way out is, again, if you don't want to stay there 14 days. Again, everything is done illegally. They don't give you anything, no papers, nothing. The only way out is actually paying the sergeant, which is, you have an investigator police, and on top of this police officer, there's a sergeant. You pay this person. It's very common, everybody knows that. Like inside, everybody knows this. Like you have to pay your way out. If you don't have money, you have to stay in there 14 days, suffer. I actually feel bad right now. This is 23rd right now. I was supposed to be out on the 26th. I'm out
Or you
right
have
now.
a girlfriend who takes care of everything.
My girlfriend called the American embassy. That's why I'm out. This is the reason I'm in Perth in Australia right now, because I was going to miss my plane tickets. This is very real. The American embassy called and pressured them to release me. The second American embassy got involved, they immediately processed my release. And then the police officer who was in charge of me was very apologetic. She was apologizing a lot. And then they took me and my girlfriend to the police cafeteria, treated us a big nice meal, and then shook our hands and said, we're very sorry, sorry for everything, and then I hope everything is okay, here, these are your passports, and have a safe trip, take care. That was it.
I pushed her also a lot.
Yeah, she did push her too, but she called the American embassy. That's pretty much, that's what she told me in the car. She was like, your embassy kept calling us. I was like, what? I didn't call my embassy. Who called the embassy? And she's like, I don't know. They keep calling us. I'm like, calling is saying what? We were riding in the car. They were driving me back to the police station where I got picked up by my girlfriend. And then, I was like, well, what were they saying? They just kept, asking about the procedures and stuff. So as soon as the American embassy started asking what is going on, they're like, all right, let's get this guy out of here. So I think this is all. I don't want to make any more of these videos. If I remember, maybe I might, I don't know, just tell some funny stories, because this is very negative. This isn't funny. I kind of make things sound funny because I just like, I like humor. I'm a positive, I consider myself as a positive person, but I think what's happening inside is very, very serious, by the way. The people that I saw in there are literally suffering. I've seen people freaking out. like freaking out, having panic attacks in there, because it isn't normal. It is not a normal condition. It's a very small area. Again, I'm sharing.
You
a
don't
picture.
get anything. You don't get soap, toothbrush.
Nothing. No, it is very hard on your mental health. I asked them. I said, "Can you give me a pen and a paper, like so I can just write it down? You know, write things down. Maybe my thoughts down. You know." Even this guy from the next cell, this guy from Iran, he was like, you know, give me your mother's phone number. Just ask him a pen and paper, and then I'm gonna go to the American embassy. You know, I'm gonna tell them your citizen is in there. And I said, thank you so much for your help. Yeah, let me do that. I asked the guard, hey, can you guys please give me a pen and paper? Sure. Walk away. Don't come back for 2-3 hours. Comes back again. I'm like, sir, I asked for a pen and paper. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. Walks off. Never happens. Never happened. This is what I did. I took the paper, the rice paper, and I rolled it up. I found it rolled up actually. And then I burnt the tip of it, so I made it like a pen. And then I literally scratched my mother's phone number
How
on
can
a
you
piece
burn
of
it?
with the lighter.
How can you get the lighter?
From the guards. You give them money, they give you anything. If you pay them enough, they'll get you anything.
Yeah, but you didn't have
The
money.
kid told me they can even bring women to you. That's what he said. He said, you have enough money, they'll bring women to you. Yeah. Yeah.
Serious? Oh. Yeah, but you didn't have money, so how can you pay for the lighter?
People share. People
Oh.
share in there. Yeah. If somebody has money, it's a sharing culture.
Okay.
And then, so I basically burnt the tip of the rolled up rice paper and wrote my mother's phone number, passed it to him. But I think he's in jail right now, honestly. I think he stayed in jail because my mother never received any phone calls or anything. But the Indian guy and the wife actually passed my message to my girlfriend because I couldn't reach. I have no phone, no connections, nothing. So I asked this Indian guy who bought the cigarettes, all the rotis and everything, the food, and he said, yeah, that's fine, it's okay. You know, me and my wife can stop by and then talk to your girlfriend, because I wanted to pass a message to her. I said, you know, I'm in here, you know, because we're missing our flight tickets to Australia. Please wait for me. I should be out on the 26th, which would have been like 14 days up. But thank God, you know, I'm out. I'm very thankful. When I was inside, I was praying a lot for the miracle, and then I was exercising a lot and thinking a lot. And you have to talk to people, because if you don't talk, then it's very hard for your mental health inside. And it's been spiritually speaking, I don't regret any second of it. From a materialist point of view, this is very unfair. I'm not speaking for myself. I'm not making this video because, oh my God, you suffered so much. No. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a spiritual person. But I think what's happening inside is very serious. Like all those people from Malaysia, especially the ones that don't make enough money. This one guy just kept crying every time he prayed. Every time I've seen him, he prayed 4 times a day, not 5 times a day, because he would skip the morning prayer. But again, every time he prayed, he would just burst into tears, cry, and he was just telling me, I make 850 ringgits a month. These guys want 500 ringgits for me to make a phone call. How am I supposed to afford this? What am I going to do? And he was just constantly praying God for, please help us. You know, just it's very, very miserable in there. It's very miserable. This is very bad. Like, this has to change at some point. Sooner or later, this should definitely change. Yeah, this is it. Again, I'm gonna continue making vlogs. I enjoy making vlogs. The reason, in the previous video, one of the viewers, he's pretty cool. I really like him. He's one of our viewers. He said that, I was wondering where you've been. You know, you haven't been publishing any vlogs. So the reason is because I'm very overloaded with projects right now. I have a lot of website projects. I'm overloaded, and I spent 7 days in Malaysian jail, so I'm very behind right now. So even I'm uploading this video is a miracle, because I really don't have enough time. That's the reason I kind of had to take a break from my vlogs. But I am going to publish my vlogs. I think the last vlog I published was in Singapore. I still have videos from Singapore and in Kuala Lumpur. and I will continue making vlogs here too. I just enjoy, this is something I like doing, and I might actually start making videos like this, kind of like like a monologue type of ideas or experiences, stories. So yeah, this is it, you guys, and thanks a lot. Thank you guys for watching again. If you guys like, please like and share and subscribe. If you guys enjoy my content, feel free to leave messages down there, and again, I reply to your comments whenever I have time. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.